Hey guys, welcome to our Mondays. What I wanted to do today was do a video a little bit about kind of what I pack when I travel, because we've been traveling a bit in the past few months, even with the whole COVID situation, and we just kind of make sure that we pack at least the staples for what we might be using and some of the oils that we might be taking with us. So what I love is I have like a little caddy. It is super nice. It's got like a couple different slots in here. So with this one, it has like a little zipper pouch, little individuals. I got like mine and all the kids' toothbrushes in here. And I'll go through each of the different areas. And this is pretty much like what I pack or what I have ready when we're ready to go, aside from our clothes. So this is pretty much all we take in addition to that. So opening it up to start with, in here, I always do keep a couple extra of the On Guard toothpaste samples, just because sometimes it's nice to just have like an individual packet on the go with you, and it's perfect that way. So that's one of the things that I do. I have a couple of these. We all use the On Guard toothpaste in the home. So with that, it's pretty much done. But if you guys haven't heard, there is a new revamped version of this. Amazing. Super clean ingredients. It's safe for the whole family, so it's amazing that way. So this is where it is a natural whitening toothpaste as well, and it is a little bit spicy because it does have like that cinnamon in it, the clove in it, but it's really good. And also, like, if you find that you're starting to come down with something, it's always a great support, because this is a good toothpaste to be brushing your teeth with regularly. There is also the On Guard mouthwash. I don't use that as often, and I don't travel with that usually, but that is also another thing afterwards. So there's that. Then I'm gonna just take out the toothpaste and stuff in here. So then in here, I just have like a little zippy liner. It just has like some hair elastics and stuff for myself and the girls, which are nice to kind of keep. And then this is nice where you can slide in roller bottles, and it's a nice support for that. However, I usually keep all the toothbrushes and everything up here, so I don't usually put the roller bottles in here. I usually put them in here where there's enough space to kind of sneak that in. Then with travel as well, what I like to do is I travel with the Correct X. This is a great one where when you're traveling with kids, they're bound to get cuts, scrapes, bruises. This is a great support for that. I will actually read you guys. It's like the Correct X Essential Ointment. I don't know if you guys can see that there. There you go. And this is very clean. And we use this as like an alternative to if you use polysporin or if you use fusidin. We use this as a natural alternative for that. It's also great for supporting the skin. So if you're using it, for my son, I use it for if he has any scrapes or any scars or any pigmentation issues after like a cut or a scrape or the scab has kind of peeled away. I'll use it on his skin as well to basically help kind of pull out some of that redness and lighten and moisturize the skin that way. So the actual ingredients in it is frankincense, helichrysum, cedarwood, melaleuca, and lavender. All amazing and super clean. So this is where it is great for soothing different skin irritations as well. So again, don't put it in your eyes, but it's great for skin. You can also put it on your face or anywhere on your body as needed. Next thing in here, again, there's like another couple little pouches. So if you guys are wanting any caddies like this, I will link the description below, as well as if you're in India, I have a few of these also available here. So I will leave my email contact information in the description below if you're looking to get one of these, because these are super cute to travel with, and they are available in like a variety of color options. So this is basically, I haven't unpacked this since I've traveled. So this is actually a bar of soap. I like traveling with my own soap bars because hotel soaps are sometimes so drying on the skin. So one of the soaps, a friend actually gave me his brand of soap. It's called Clint Skin. Amazing. If you haven't tried it, this one is the coconut ginger, and it smells amazing. So he uses super clean ingredients, essential oils, all natural products in his soaks, and they are phenomenal for your skin. I will also link his Instagram profile below in the description if you guys are interested in purchasing any soaps. It is like smaller scale, made in India, home-based, so definitely give him a try if you are looking to find out different natural soaps for your skin. And these are very good where he can kind of customize it based on your skin type. So if you're someone that might have back acne, he has different soaps that help with supporting kind of the blood flow and kind of helping with the acne on your back. If you find that you're having really dry skin or really sensitive skin, he has different soaps that he can recommend for that. So always an amazing one to travel with. And I usually use the same soap on my body and on my face. Keep it simple. That's all that's needed. So now on to here, what I've kind of jammed in here. I don't have all the oils filled in, but this is basically an oil holder. However, I put in my roller bottles. I also put in my 15 ml bottles. I put in my rub, my coconut oil, my hair serum, and my DIY face glow serum. So I will link this above as well if you guys are wanting to find out what the recipe is for the face glow serum. I do change it up every month or so. So it's almost time for me to change it up. So I might do a little Facebook Live or a live video when I'm recreating this. So a couple things, I will go over each of the oils that I travel with and why I travel with them. So we'll start with kind of the rubs and the carrier oils and the face serums. So pretty much as soon as I get out of the shower, first thing I do while my pores are still kind of open and able to absorb all the oils is the face serum. That is all I use on my face. I don't typically use like a sunscreen. I will use some of the essential oils that are more prone to protect against the sun, but I don't typically use a sunscreen even though I am out in the sun all the time. If I do though, I do have a, I forget what it is. It is a powder, mineralized sunscreen, which I love, which also is super amazing and a great support for your skin. So mineralized sunscreen, I will try and find it and link it below as well in the description if you are interested in using that. Next thing, fractionated coconut oil. Because I don't always carry like the full-size roller bottles with myself, I'll usually just carry the oils, and then I always like to bring the fractionated coconut oil to dilute it either for myself, for my kids, for my husband, anyone that we're traveling with. It's a great way to do that. And this is not too big, but it lasts a long time, and I just kind of stick it in there. So I just kind of shift the compartments over and stick it in there, and it fits nicely. Then the next one is Deep Blue Rub. So this is one that we use if we have any aches, pains, if you slept wrong, if you have a little cramp on your leg, or if you have an ache in your lower back. This is a great support for that, where you can just have yourself or your partner rub it in. Also, if your kids are growing and they're getting any of those leg pains or leg aches, this is also a really good support for them that way. And again, super clean ingredients. This comes as a rub. I like the rub just because it's easier to travel with. But it also does come as an oil. So if you are someone that loves to get massages done, then definitely this is a great one where you can get it in the oil version and add a couple drops to your massage oil. The next one, I was stuck in there, On Guard hand sanitizer. So we haven't actually opened this because I had some of the On Guard hand sanitizer wipes, which came in the convention pack, and those were phenomenal. I'm all out of those, but now we have the On Guard hand sanitizer, a great option if you don't have access to soap or if you're on the road. This is a great support for that. Then I also have, now let's get on to the oils. So the first one is I just create a little respiratory blend. So using the Breathe essential oil, I do that. So then this way, what I like to do is I like to have this ready and pre-diluted because my husband is someone who always gets congested when he travels, or he always gets like a stuffy nose, and I hate him using what is like Otraven or something. It's like a nasal spray. Those are not good for you guys, not good for you. So what I always do is I basically just rub this or roll this across the skin. So if you can see where I've like applied it, Basically, make sure you don't get it in your eyes, just under, kind of like across your sinuses, across your nose, and it's a great support for that, and just kind of opens up the airways. You can also rub this on your chest. I also use the same roller ball for my kids, where if they are feeling congested or if they're feeling a little snotty or coughy or anything, this is where I will roll it either like across their sinuses or on their chest for them, or on the bottom of their feet. They are slightly older, so they are 3, and 6. So that's where you can use them. They are diluted for them. The next one is my doTERRA Pursue. This is my natural pure fume that I love to use. So this is one that doesn't say what the blend is. Let me see what's in here. But this is one that I love, just kind of like rolling on my wrists, behind my ears, on my neck. This is like a great way to kind of have a little natural perfume to support yourself throughout the day. Then, let's see. So this one has fractionated coconut oil, clary sage, citrus, black pepper, frankincense, cedarwood, jasmine, and osmanthus. So it is actually a beautiful aroma, and I would say probably mostly for women. However, for men as well, it would be really nice and complimenting for them too. So the next ones are, let me take some of this stuff out. All right, so the next ones that we have eucalyptus. I always love traveling with my pilot diffuser. It is somewhere in the house right now. I'm not sure where it is, but I will link that and also put like a little image as to what it is. But it is a USB powered diffuser where it is amazing to travel with, to use in the car. It uses minimal water and it runs like an Energizer bunny. It is amazing. So it keeps on going and going. Eucalyptus oil, love diffusing this at night. It is Eucalyptus radiata, so it is also safe for younger children. So just kind of make sure when you are using oils, or the brand of oils that you're using, that you ensure that they are also safe for children and you're able to dilute them and use them as needed. Next one, tea tree. So I always travel with tea tree and lavender. So I have never had ear infections until I delivered my twins. And at that point, I had the worst ear infection where my eardrum actually ruptured. And from there on, I always travel with tea tree and lavender, just because rubbing 2 drops, either diluted or just neat behind the ears, supports like those earaches and anything, like any of those pains where you'll notice like within minutes it goes away. This is where an amazing support for any of those ear issues that you are having. And again, also safe for younger children. Just make sure you're diluting it and rubbing it behind your ears. So kind of where you're just kind of rub it in a downwards motion to kind of also help any liquid drain that might be in there. But that's where it's a good support for that. And watch it work your magic. This is amazing. So lavender tea tree oil. For anyone that has had ear infections before, you know what I'm talking about, because it was like crippling pain to the point where I was in tears, and I've never experienced anything like that before. And the next oil that I have, wild orange. Wild orange, my kids love this as well. This is a great one if you're just looking to diffuse something in the morning, or if you're looking for like an additional pep in your step. Wild orange is a great one for that. I will sometimes do the wild orange and breathe because I don't always travel with peppermint, but wild orange is a really nice rejuvenating aromatic smell. And this is one also where we will put into like a little lava rock diffuser in the car, just to kind of have that aroma of wild orange in the car. So that's the next one. Digestion. This is a must-have. If you do not have it yet, this one is amazing, especially if you're traveling and if you are like my husband, who always loves to eat and loves food. I love food too, but like I also know that I don't need to overeat. I can get the same thing or get something else the next day, where it is an amazing support for if you've eaten too much. Just add a couple drops on your belly with some fractionated coconut oil, add a drop into your warm water and drink it that way. We also travel with the digest tabs. So I know he has those because he has kidnapped those now for me. But the digest tabs are basically with a digestion oil, and I think it has calcium in it, and it's basically a chewable tablet, which is amazing. So like if you have overeaten, or if you're having any indigestion after a meal, it's an amazing support to just kind of help soothe everything. So definitely Digestion, a must have. And we also use this, so I have this in the kids version of the roller ball, the tummy tamer option, where I always just kind of keep that roller in the car, because we have, in the third row, we have 2 car seats back there, where my one daughter gets a little bit more prone to car sickness, and I also get prone to car sickness depending on where in the world I'm driving. So I will always rub it on our stomachs, on our hands, and sometimes I'll even just give it to her to hold onto in the back, so that way if she needs to open it up and smell it, it's there for her to support her for that. And I find whenever I have used that, she has never vomited. If I forget to, there may be a chance that this will be happening. Next one is Zendocrine. So the Zendocrine Blend is a nice one to just kind of add in if you are looking for, I guess like a little bit of liver support. So as you're traveling, sometimes you're wanting to kind of detox a little bit. This is a great one to just add into a little bit of warm water, or add this into like a pinch of salt or something. And so that way the oil dissolves in this salt and it acts as like an emulsifier. So that way when you put it into your water, it completely dissolves in there. So that way you're not seeing just like a drop of oil in the water, because oil and water don't mix. So that's like a great way to do that. Also support. Also, it can be used to just kind of rub over top with some fractionated coconut oil over top of your liver. Great support. And this is a blend. So this Zendocrine Blend actually has tangerine, rosemary, geranium, juniper berry, and cilantro. So awesome that way. Next one is the Breathe Blend. I keep this as like the essential oil, and then I also have the roller, just because this I also like to put into the diffuser. So for Canada, it's called Easy Air. For the US and other markets, it's called Breathe. So depending on where in the world you are, there are different oils for that, or different names, same constituents, same contents in it, just different names. Next must is the On Guard. So this is the oil that I travel with all the time. And I usually keep this as like a roller ball as well. However, when we're traveling, I like to just kind of keep the oils. And then that way I have my fractionated coconut oil. I just add like a little drop of the oil, the fractionated coconut oil, and then rub that across the stomach, the bottom of the feet, wherever. And this is a great one for immunity support. So especially while we're traveling, especially in these times, this is one that we use every day, regardless of whether we're sick or not. This is one that we use just to make sure that our immune systems are given that extra boost and that extra love and care. Next one, lemon essential oil. This is one because if we are going to be having any drinks, sodas, like a sparkling water or like a gin and tonic, lemon or lime, always great to add a drop in. This is also a beautiful freshener. It is amazing, as well as if you are having any aromas that you're not wanting to smell or that might not be as pleasant. Lemon is a great one to diffuse, to kind of cover up and mask and diffuse out the bad aromas. So that's a great one to travel with. Next one, Aromatouch. This is one that I just recently started traveling with. Because of the fact that my husband will sometimes get like an achy shoulder or like an achy back, just because sometimes there's new beds, different sleeping arrangements and stuff. So it's not always the comfiest situation. So what we do is I will always travel with Aromatouch now, where this is a great one to support for like either a massage blend or similar to kind of how the Deep Blue Rub is. This is good for that, where I will read you the ingredients. So this one has peppermint, basil, grapefruit, and lavender oil. Great ones. So if you haven't tried basil, and you can smell the basil in this when you open this up. So yeah, you can definitely smell the basil. Basil is a really good support for aching pains. If you have arthritis, it's a great support for arthritis. Any joint issues, it is an amazing support. So this is one, if you are going to a massage therapist as well, take your own oils with you. Ask them to add like a drop or two into the carrier oil or whatever oil they might be using, and get them to just add that in and watch how amazing your massage turns out. Comment below in the description if you've tried that, and if you haven't, do it next time and let me know how it goes. So next one, this is going to be our last oil that I carry, and then I'll go over one other thing. So adaptive. This is one where right now my son is kind of at the stage where he doesn't like sleeping in the dark, or he gets anxious. So this is a great one where I will rub that onto the bottom of his feet, or if we have an extra diffuser that we're traveling with, it'll be diffusing beside his bedside. So adaptive is a blend of wild orange, lavender, copaiba, spearmint, magnolia, rosemary, neroli, and sweet gum. So this is a great support for managing stress, supporting your stress, mood, anxiousness, any resistance to change. This is a great one to even just open up the bottle and hold it in front of your nose and take a couple deep breaths. You can always add a drop of the oil into the palm of your hand and then rub your palms together and then hold it in front of your face for a couple deep breaths. Great support. This is one that I recommend. And this is one where it also comes as a roll-on, but again, sometimes I just find it's easier to travel with like the 15 ml oils with me and then just dilute it as I need it. That way I have it ready for the diffuser, or I can use it as like a topical usage for myself. So that covers kind of the oils. The last one is the root to tip serum. This is one, so this is what I use for my hair. When I'm traveling, it's basically just washing my hair if I need to, depending on how long the trip is, and then adding in the root to tip serum, which is amazing. And this one, it doesn't actually, this one has like, it has peppermint. I think it also has rosemary in it. It is an amazing blend and it's so nourishing for your hair. So this is a definite must try. And I don't have it in here, but I always travel with my doTERRA deodorant. Let me go grab one. All right, so this one is a brand new one, but this is one that my husband uses, the doTERRA Balance. So I had actually started using Balance first. Love it. It is the grounding blend if you guys haven't used it, and very clean. It is a deodorant, not an antiperspirant. However, it works really well. I'm finding if you do need like that extra boost or something, take some magnesium oil and just either spray that on your armpits before you put on the deodorant, or spray it on afterwards, because magnesium oil actually helps work as an all-natural antiperspirant, and it's completely safe for your skin. So my favorite from this one is I use the Citrus Bliss version, which is kind of a fruitier smell, a warmer smell, more womanly floral smell, I guess. And then my husband has taken over my doTERRA Balance one. So that's kind of where it's nice to kind of, you have like your his and hers, and they're perfectly safe, super clean ingredients. This one has a tapioca starch. I'll hold it up here if you guys can read it. I will also link it below in the comments. It has like a few ingredients because it has all the essential oils, but it has like your jojoba, then it has some cinnamon, chamomile, frankincense. It's got amazing oils, super nurturing for your skin, and it also helps you smell good. So they have a couple different options. They have like the regular one, and then they also have a sensitive skin one. So for example, if the if the baking soda doesn't suit your skin, which sometimes doesn't suit everyone's, there is an option without that as well. I think where they sub it in with our root powder. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, which kind of covers all my travel essentials of what I travel with, and what my go-tos are and why I use each one of these oils for my travel. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel. We will be having different types of videos every week on Mondays, and maybe a couple in between as well. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you guys travel with anything else or anything that you recommend that I should be traveling with, comment in the description below and I'd love to hear from you. Take care. Bye.